I'm at Aldi and I'm just gonna get like the most basic things. I'm gonna try to keep it under $20. I just thought it'd be interesting, a challenge. So let's just hope they don't ask me to leave because we are filming. I mean, in this case, it's just my daughter filming me. It's not that big of a deal. Let's go inside. It's very hot out here. Heat index is like 106.
We're on a mission to get 6 things.
Cheap. So eggs. Just
Okay,
get
now
the
you-
cheapest egg.
Eggs, $2.71. Okay, we just got some eggs. They're all looking good. Proud mama. 3, go.
Eggs.
I really want that, guys. Okay, guys, we have bacon. So it's not like crazy expensive, but it's not super duper cheap. Okay, guys, we just got that bacon for $4.29. Mom's trying to close the door on me.
We're not getting any of this.
I'm not getting into this, but I just want to show you guys. So just look at this ground chicken.
This is $3.39.
$3.39. They don't have like it to split up. $3.39. I really want pork tenderloin. I can't wait for this sushi. Okay, Mom's getting out some.
No.
Mom's not getting that one.
No, I have to find the cheapest. I need 1 pound. The cheapest meat.
We'll have the cheapest
But I
meat.
need 1 pound for beef. Or I'm gonna blow the budget.
We can't be having that.
I have to put this back.
No, no more ground chicken. It's okay. Sad day. Sad day.
Failures.
Yeah, we're
failures. I'm failure.
Say that one more time. We're looking at the cheese.
All right, so now we're gonna go to the cheese, but I'm afraid that we've busted our budget because they didn't have packages of beef that were just like 1 pound. The smallest package I could get was 2.5 pounds.
I think we're looking at some sharp cheddar.
Do you want?
Oh yeah, sharp cheddar.
I don't want that.
Mom does not want that. Mom's looking at some Kobe cheese.
That's the vegetable color. So I'm getting the block and I'm going to shred it myself because, you know, I don't know why.
We got some mild cheddar cheese. It's for $1.85.
Okay.
Success.
Okay.
Okay, guys, we just found some pepperoni for $2.69. There she is. Go. No, I'm showing you. Fail. A little bit. Give everything, give a little bit of a fail, guys.
All right, get out.
We're going. What? We just got finished done in Aldi, and now we're heading back to the car. You walk
I
ahead.
am so glad. Well, I do feel like we failed. No.
Oh, I'm just going to say that again.
I think, well, we failed. But actually, it wasn't a failure because I got 2.5 pounds of meat, of ground beef. So that, you know, if you could find a package that was just 1 pound, you could definitely do that because it was like $4.36 a pound. So I think it would have been okay. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't find any good packages. So let's load this up. I'm glad we did not get kicked out.
Yeah.
I saw in this one video where, well, it was Paul Saladino, and so he probably had like a camera crew with him and not just an everyday old lady, you know,
You're
shopping.
not old.
And they asked him to stop filming or they were gonna make him leave. It was really awkward.
Yeah.
If that had happened to me, do you know what would happen? What do you think how I would have reacted?
You'd be like, no, babies.
No way. I would have been like, I'm so sorry. And I would have got really red and it would have been awkward and I would have cried.
I know.
So I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah. Go.
Okay. So we got eggs.
Beef.
Pepperoni. Why am I taking it out?
Bacon. I think you're just showing them.
Cheese, and I'm gonna grate it myself.
And you're Sophie Dove. She's not. Sophie.
No.
Say hi.
Shut up! Okay.
That was funny.
Did you see my TikToks?
No, honey, I'm filming. Ooh.
All right, let's go on.
Okay, we're done.
All right, so this is almost 2.5 pounds of meat. It was $4.69 a pound. So if I had just found this in a 1 pound package, I would not have busted my budget, and I would have been able to get the chicken, the ground chicken. But I decided just to go with this because we haven't eaten ground chicken in a long time, and I thought, you know, stick with the basics. So this is 80/20, and I'm gonna make a couple Smashburgers and like just salt, just Redmond's real salt. I'm gonna smash out 2 patties, salt them liberally, both sides, and stick them in the air fryer. Probably gonna do 400, 5 minutes, and then check them. Just wanna say thank you so much for watching these videos. I really hope that you find them valuable and helpful. I like to share content that is just for real, everyday, ordinary people, and you don't have to do it like me. In fact, I wouldn't do it exactly like I do it. I would say you need to find out the best way that works for you, whatever that is. Just everyday habits from an everyday normal person. So a lot of the food that I'm gonna make is just, very much basics, because what I have found and what I have learned over the last 2-3 years, people don't really necessarily want variety. They're just eating the same food, whatever that food is, but just in different combinations. And that still holds true for me. That's why I find this so sustainable. I don't crave much variety. I like simplistic, easy, cheap ways to make, to eat the carnivore diet. Dale helps me quite a bit when he'll help me anytime I ask him. Dale said this is very, very thin, so I'm not going to cook it very long. I like my bacon chewy. I know I'm in the minority on that, so tell me in the comments, do you like chewy bacon or crispy bacon? It's probably crispy, whatever. Cook the bacon 5 minutes on one side, 3 minutes on the other side at 350. In case you've never seen cooked bacon before. All right, so bacon's great for snacking. If you have trouble, getting from meal to meal, or you just want a snack, this is great. It's cheap. I'm gonna eat 1 piece of this because it's so good. And then I'm gonna give Dale the rest. Now I'm gonna make some eggs. These are just the basics, the building blocks of all of the carnivore diet for my family. Dale has graciously I asked him to help me, and so he is browning the ground beef. So it's about 2 pounds. He's just gonna salt it. Where are you?
Over here.
He's just gonna salt it, just regular salt. Thank you.
You're welcome.
He's betraying Jesus. He's not.
Right, he said people will walk up to him and
No,
all that ask for is you. Expect him to be able to do it. The guys are wearing those now.
Huh?
Guys wear those now.
Here, let's try it on.
No.
Please, for the
Not
camera,
right
it'd be
now.
so funny for the camera here. Just. That's awesome, honey. Thank you. Love you, bye. I have been really hungry today, so I'm getting ready to do something that I do occasionally, and that's what I call a breakfast bowl. I'm gonna do it very simply, and I'm gonna go ahead and portion out the rest of the ground beef for tomorrow. For you, it will just be seconds that go by. But my breakfast bowl this morning is just gonna be for this evening is just going to be some ground beef and 3 eggs together. That's it. But you can build on all of these things. I like to keep it as simplistic, quick, easy, fast, cheap as I can. I don't enjoy, making lavish meals. I never have. And one of the things I really like the best about the carnivore diet is because there are fewer options or choices. it gives me a feeling of, I don't know, this might sound silly, but like a feeling of accomplishment when I can cook a meal, or I can cook something, I can make something for my family, and it's very simple and they will eat it. Like, I know my kids will eat eggs and bacon. In the past, I would go through all this time and effort and get, you know, lots of ingredients and have all of these things and have them ready. I mean, it wasn't like I was making food that often, to be honest. But when I did put in the effort, you know, we'd have leftovers and they wouldn't eat it, or they didn't like it, you know, and it was just defeating and it was deflating, you know, and I would be frustrated about it. But it's so much different now because I'm not putting in tons of time and effort, and we don't waste food. We have so much less food waste. This is ground beef, scrambled eggs together. I sat outside and was reading my book and I got hot. Now I am hungry, kind of red. Here we go. All right, warming that up, and then I'm gonna crack the eggs in there, and that's it. It's gonna be done in 3 minutes. Scrambled egg and beef bowl. These are great meals for OMAD or 2MAD. I'm usually about 2MAD. It's 2 meals a day. When I first started eating this way 2.5 years ago, it was January of 2023. I could not eat a lot at one time, especially not at one time, because this food is so filling that I would get full and I'd be like, I cannot eat anymore. And I had to kind of gradually increase that. And that's pretty common, especially with women that have done yo-yo dieting or, you know, pretty restrictive dieting for a long time, which I think is my entire generation. And I was eating such like fat, and, you know, eating fat does not make you fat. So here we go. That's better. The lighting's better. Some people do gain on carnivore. I did not have that experience. I didn't lose, lose. You know, it wasn't like I did this way of eating and my whole life became perfect overnight, and that, you know, I never got a cold ever again. I never got sick again. You know, I never had a headache, or you'll never get a sunburn again. That's not been the case for me. I don't think that's very realistic. Of course, I've been sick a couple of times. Do I get sick as consistently as I did? No, I don't get sick very often. And I'm just overall healthier. My phone's ringing. All right, I did add a little bit of salt. This is it. So I could eat this, you know, 2 or 3 times a day. I do drink coffee with protein in it. You know, I've got videos on that. I've got a couple reels on that. So I get, you know, I don't even know. I don't track my protein intake anymore. I don't track much of anything anymore. I eat when I'm hungry. Now, did that happen overnight? No, it didn't happen for 16, 18 months, you know. Our bodies are so adaptable and resilient. And that's what I'm gonna leave you with. I'll be back tomorrow. New day.
Who's wasting the hot water over here?
Me. Scrambled eggs and cheese.
I didn't take the stand.
It's fine, you guys. It's fine. This part is just like B-roll.
Done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Look. Looks great.
And for you. Fantastic. Tell me how they taste.
Very good. Very good.
Just to recap, we had bacon, we had Smashburgers, we had cheesy eggs. Now we have bacon and eggs, just in case you've never seen bacon and eggs. And now I'm going to work on the hamburger. This is about 1.5 pounds of hamburger with bacon in it to make our cheeseburger bowl. The pizza bowl. They'll eat about half of the bacon cheeseburger bowl, which, you know, they're both the same base. It's ground beef, the bacon. That was about 6 pieces of bacon, you know, cut up, chopped up.
Delicious.
He said he liked it. So we have these bowls that you can put the tops on and put that in the refrigerator. The pepperoni is in the skillet and I just went ahead and put those in there. Interestingly, I like the pepperoni to be pretty crispy, but I like bacon to be chewy. So, a teeny tiny bit of cheese left. Three eggs, because one of the eggs is like stuck in the carton, so it's like cracked and it's, you know, like stuck in there, so it's bad. Tons of pepperoni. Like I only used 5 pepperoni. So next time, if I was gonna do this challenge again, I would get the ground chicken instead of the pepperoni, because I think it would just a different combination. I would try that next time. Let me know if you do this challenge. What? Okay, so that's what we have left over. Let me know if you would do this challenge. You know, Dale was stuffed after because I made him the eggs and the bacon and then the cheeseburger bowl. So now I'm gonna go eat. All right, here is the pizza bowl. This is ground beef, bacon, cheese, and pepperoni on top. I was gonna call it a meat lover's pizza bowl, but it's got 1, 2, it's only got 3. I don't know, you can call it whatever you want. I'm excited about it. And I could definitely chop up this pepperoni and add a lot more, but I'm not going to.